Okay, who's in charge?
You have 15 minutes to start now.
Okay. So Robert, first question I'd like to ask you about that. You were of British heavy metal.
Yes.
It was about 20 years ago, and
Yes.
you were basement of it. What can you say nowadays about it?
You know, I think if we want to be precise, we were a little bit before that new wave of British heavy metal.
Yeah.
You know, almost 40 years later, Priest is still in the mix of the metal world, and that's our biggest thrill. We're just so proud to still be here and be, as we've always said, flying the flag for metal. As you know, we're on a big world tour. It'll take us about 2 years to see all of our metal fans. And, you know, so we're in there with everybody else. Everybody is important, you know, everybody's valuable. But as far as that particular moment, the new wave of British heavy metal is concerned, that was definitely the kind of leading charge of what eventually became a global phenomenon. It all started in reality from the UK. That's not boasting, that's just a fact, you know. Metal belongs to everybody, but it's really nice to think that that's where it came from, because that's where Priest originated.
You are making a long tour. Will you make a DVD or CD live?
Yeah, we've actually we filmed one show, and I'm sure we'll film some more. We record, you know, we record regularly, so there will be an album at some point, I expect, based upon the Epitaph tour. We just haven't made that decision yet, but I'm sure there will be an album at some point. Yeah, and we filmed High Voltage in London. Yeah, the answer is more than likely, yeah.
You play lots of old songs, new songs. Who decide the song to play?
The songs themselves, to a certain extent. I mean, we obviously discuss it amongst ourselves to fine tune it, but what we've tried to do for this Epitaph tour is just make it an interesting set list. It's a very diverse, comprehensive list of songs, which we always try and do anyway. I mean, ordinarily when a band goes out, they support their new release. And probably next year when our new record comes out, we may do a handful of shows to support the new material. But this really is just like a celebration of all the things that we've done with our music. It's not fair to say one song is more important than another. It's just that we feel these songs are very significant.
We're doing one off each album, studio album, at least one, which is 17 albums. So plus all the old favourites. So it's quite a long set. You know, we're in there for over 2 hours.
Okay, question for Richard.
There is some changes in the band. Can you explain? Yeah. How do you choose the new guy?
I've no idea what you mean. What changes? There's no changes. To explain the changes, one guy left and a new guy came in. Really, I think it's all out there, isn't it? It's all out there what happened, and it's just, you know, for the band, it was the decision to carry on with a new guy rather than not carry on at all. And I think that's as a fan, I think that's the best decision they could have made. And it's just going from our point of view, from strength to strength, really. You know, more and more fans have seen it now with a new guy, and it's just getting better and better. So, as you'll see tonight.
We've heard that you will play more than 2 hours tonight. Is it exactly the same show at the Grass Pop when you replace Ozzy?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, obviously, as if you've seen the show, which you can see for free on YouTube, it's a very complex show. It's not only the music that we
the
play,
lasers and
everything. Yeah, while we're working, a lot of people are working behind the scenes in synchronicity to what we do. So it's not really that easy. And having said that, as Glenn pointed out, we're trying to do something from every record anyway. And at this point, it might be difficult to kind of replace it.
Wait, I've just been told we cannot use lasers tonight in France. Not us.
It's true. It's not us. Just been told.
The lasers.
Just been told. So that's hot news, guys. No lasers tonight.
No lasers.
Some sort of restriction that France is imposing for campus.
So that's a shame. So you will be seeing a different show.
Slightly different show.
Separately, we're going to sell tickets. You can go in the truck. We'll turn the lasers on. Keep them in the back of the truck. It'll be like a rave party with Judas Priest.
So yes.
We will have the motorcycle.
Well, you go.
Okay, so just having one for Richie, especially, but you can answer as well. As being a youngest new one, how is it easy to, or not, to fit in a band that is so close to closure and has so many experience?
It's great to be in a position where you can obviously learn a lot from a band like that, or any situation like that. You know, they have got a lot more experience than I have, a lot more years, and it's great to look up to people like that. You know, fitting in with the band. I've grown up with this sort of music. I was brought up with heavy metal and hard rock and all that, and I was a fan of the band, as I said. So it wasn't really hard to fit in. It was something that almost came naturally, you know. And as we go along, there's always new experiences and new stuff to learn, and you know, you look up to these guys. These are the best teachers in the world, you know.
You're talking about a new album next year. At which stage of the process are you?
Well, it's pretty much complete. It wouldn't be the God's honest truth to say it's definitely coming out next year. You know, any band has to try and put a bit of a calendar into events. We're going to do our best to get it out next year. But the bulk of it has been written.
Yeah, we've written up the bulk of it. We've actually mixed 2 or 3 tracks with them. It's time really. The schedule's heavy, you know, at the moment. We're working right up till Christmas, and then we'll have a small break, and then we'll be out again next year. And you know, when you've done a lengthy tour, you need a little bit of a rest really to get the head back together before you're ready to go in the studio. So we've just got to try and fit a slot in where we can get back in the studio, and you know, obviously the whole thing's got to be recorded properly. We've got to get Scott on there. You know, we haven't sat down and started to write with Richie yet, so there's so many options that we've got really. We don't know which order we're going to do them in. But the touring's the thing that will just hold us up really, because it's a heavy schedule. When we get a chance to go in, we'll go in.
And is that really your last tour? Will it be your last tour?
Well, it's our last world tour, that's what we've said. You know, our tours take a year to 18 months, and it's a heavy schedule, and it's a big chunk out of your life. But we're not going to rule out doing any more dates, and if some dates come along that make sense, a string of dates for a good cause, we'll do that. It's not the end of the band by any means, but it'll be the last time we'll do a complete world tour. I mean, this could go on and on and on, so we don't know when we're going to finish it yet. You know, we could still be touring this tour in 5 years. Who knows?
For us, it's about the heritage of Judas Priest. You know, it's knowing when to stop, and it's knowing when to kind of pull back a little bit, because every single show is important to us. We're master craftsmen of what we try and do. You know, and I think it becomes in your thought process that as you get older. I mean, after tonight's show, we do a 500-mile drive to Berlin. You know, if we were all the same age as Richie, I mean, even Richie's been feeling the heat. He said, you know, how do you guys do it? You know, night after night after night, it's in our blood. So what we're trying to do is preserve something, and I think we've all agreed that by pulling back these big world tours, we can preserve Judas Priest a lot longer than if we kept at the pace that we've been doing for the last 38 years or so. So it makes sense to us that we will still be doing shows, we will be still making records, but on a different schedule.
Which sense have we to give to the world epitaph?
Sorry?
So which sense have we to give to the world epitaph?
The word epitaph, the word epitaph, I couldn't understand. I'm sorry, I can't hear because of the mouth.
Yes. Which sense have we to give to this world besides the word epitaph?
The word, it talks about
The
meaning.
word epitaph.
Oh well, I think that, yeah,
sorry, I couldn't hear.
It became obvious that the word the epitaph is like what we're about, what we're trying to do. But maybe, I don't know, epitaph is what some of the
It's a
tunes
final statement, you know, but we've always said that it's not the end of Judas Priest, it's the beginning of the end, you know, and that can take a long time. Sorry.
2 more questions and that's it.
Do you have some you are doing Alpha Band solo and Metal God record? Sorry, I'm long. Have you some project with Metal God of label and Alpha Band your solo project? Do you have some date or new recording album preparing?
Well, I mean, again, as I've always said, Priest leads my life. You know, I've got the luxury of when I'm able to do solo activities. Like, we're all very independent as musicians outside of Judas Priest. If I get a chance, I'll do some more stuff. But you know, Priest is this wonderful metal monster that just consumes everything in its path, and this is where my first love and dedication will always be.
Last question. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See you on stage.